all. Thousands of years ago, a hungry wolf came shivering toward a human campfire, and instead of chasing it away, the human tossed it a piece of meat. That simple act changed the history of both species forever.
Have you ever wondered why you and I make such a great team? Why you just can't resist my puppy dog eyes and slobbery kisses? Science says we were born to love each other like crazy. Check out 50 fun facts that explain why our bond is the most wonderful thing in the world.
Wowcurious.
Follow us for more fun facts for a better life. 1. Why are puppies so cute? Puppies have features that naturally trigger the human caregiving instinct. Big, wide-set eyes, rounded foreheads, and stubby little legs. And here's the twist. They've evolved special facial muscles that allow them to raise their eyebrows, making their eyes look even more expressive. In evolutionary psychology, these are known as neotenic traits, baby-like characteristics that spark nurturing behavior in adults. So yes, their cuteness is basically biological manipulation. 2. Dogs, the cure for loneliness. Having a dog can reduce feelings of loneliness by up to 60%. They're not just pets. They're four-legged therapists that turn an empty house into a place full of life. According to the Journal of Medical Detection Dogs, just one look from a dog can be more comforting than a couple of occasional visits for an elderly person. Ever had your dog help you through a lonely moment? 3. Petting dogs boosts your health. 10 minutes of petting your dog is like a natural medicine cocktail. Lower cortisol, which means less stress. Higher oxytocin, which means more love. Better blood pressure regulation. And a stronger immune system. That's straight from the National Institutes of Health. Make it a daily habit. Your body and your soul will thank you.
Number 4. Why does your dog destroy stuff? When I chew up your shoes, your plants, or the couch while you're gone? I'm not getting back at you. I'm just screaming, I miss you, with the only voice I have. My separation anxiety is a panic attack in slow motion, and tearing things apart gives me a little hit of endorphins that helps me deal. I don't need punishment. I need understanding and training. So, what do you do to keep your curvature pup from turning into a furry wrecking ball like me?
5. Dogs can sniff out cancer. Dogs are like medical experts in disguise. They can detect cancer with up to 95% accuracy. Yes, even more accurate than some clinical tests. Their noses pick up invisible chemical compounds way before any symptom shows up. Today, specially trained dogs are part of medical detection programs, saving lives one sniff at a time. 6. Dogs can boost male fertility. Trying to become a dad? Get a dog. Studies show that men with dogs have sperm that's 30% healthier. Daily exercise, reduced stress, and all the feel-good hormones dogs trigger. Put it all together, and your path to parenthood might just begin with 4 paws and a leash. 7. Laika, the space pioneer, before Armstrong took one small step on the moon, a stray dog from Moscow had already taken a giant leap for dogkind. In 1957, Laika became the first living creature to orbit Earth aboard Sputnik 2. Her sacrifice, though heartbreaking, revealed vital information about life in space and helped make human spaceflight possible. 8. Therapy dogs for autism. For children with autism, a dog isn't just a companion, it's a bridge to the human world. Just having a dog around can increase positive social interaction by 30%. According to the Journal of Autism and Developmental Disorders, dog-assisted therapy programs are highly recommended for kids with special needs. These dogs aren't just friends, they're translators. 9. Dogs understand like a 2-year-old. Your dog can understand about 250 human words. That's toddler level. This ability helps them follow commands, recognize moods, and respond to their humans with surprising accuracy. Try expanding your pup's vocabulary a bit. Turns out, they're better listeners than most people.
10. 500 million dogs worldwide. Did you know we're the species with the most breed diversity on Earth? About 16,000 years ago, my great-great-great-grandwolves, Asian wolves and dingoes, figured hanging out with humans was a pretty sweet deal. Fast forward through centuries of weird and sometimes questionable breeding choices, and boom! We're now over 343 different breeds strong. So tell me, who's your favorite cousin?
11. How dogs see at night. Dogs can see up to 5 times better than humans in the dark. Their eyes shine at night because of a special layer in the retina called the tapetum lucidum, which reflects light and helps them see in low-light conditions. So when you're walking your dog after sunset and relying on street lights, remember, they could easily guide the way without them. 12. Dogs protect against allergies. Kids who grow up with dogs are 33% less likely to develop allergies or asthma. The Journal of Allergy and Clinical Immunology explains that early exposure to dog fur, saliva, and microbes helps train a child's immune system to tell the difference between real threats and harmless substances. Grew up with a dog? Maybe that's why you didn't sneeze as much as your classmate.
13. Dogs sense your sadness. First, I can feel it when something's wrong, even before you do. When you're scared, sad, or overwhelmed, your body releases special chemicals, and my nose picks them up right away. And that's why I come running to nuzzle you, even if you haven't figured out you're sad yet. Have I ever comforted you before you knew you needed it?
14. Dogs warn of low blood sugar. Some dogs can detect a drop in blood sugar up to 30 minutes before any medical device does. They pick up on tiny chemical changes in sweat and breath. According to Diabetes Care, these dogs save lives every day. No batteries required. 15th Balto, hero of the Arctic storm. In 1925, an outbreak of diphtheria threatened to wipe out Nome, Alaska. The medicine had to be delivered across 670 miles of deadly snowstorms. When all hope seemed lost, a sled dog named Balto led the final leg of the journey and brought the serum that saved the town. Today, there's a statue of him in Central Park, honoring his bravery. 16th, first to know you're pregnant? Your dog. Dogs often know you're pregnant before you do. They sense subtle hormonal changes during the very first weeks. Many women say their dog became extra clingy or protective, especially around the belly, before any test gave a positive result. 17. Dogs sense seizures. Before they happen. Medical alert dogs can detect seizures up to 45 minutes before they begin. According to Seizure, European Journal of Epilepsy, they sense changes in body chemistry or even shifts in brain activity. For people with epilepsy, these dogs bring preparation and peace of mind. 18. Dogs help you heal. After surgery, having a dog around can cut your need for painkillers by 50%. Just being with us triggers dopamine and endorphin release, giving you natural pain relief without side effects. Hospitals that use canine therapy, according to the Journal of Pain Management, see faster recovery times. Has your dog helped you heal?
19. Dogs help kids learn to read. Reading to a dog improves a child's reading fluency by 12%. Unlike adults, dogs won't interrupt, correct, or criticize. They just listen with love. That calm presence gives kids the confidence they need to read out loud. Just 50 minutes a day can do wonders.
20. Dogs can smell time. Dogs know how long you've been gone just by how strong your scent is. As your smell fades, it acts like a countdown, only their nose can track. That's how they can tell if you were gone for 5 minutes or 5 hours, and why they greet you so differently each time. 21. Dogs sense earthquakes before they happen. While the best sensors give a few seconds warning, some dogs start acting strange up to 24 hours before an earthquake hits. They pick up on infrasound vibrations, electromagnetic changes, and even gases released by tiny shifts in the Earth's crust. Things no human or machine can sense in time. 22. Hachiko, a symbol of loyalty. For 9 years, through rain, blazing sun, and snow, an Akita named Hachiko waited at Shibuya Station every afternoon, right at the time his owner used to come home from work. Even after his owner had passed away, Hachiko kept showing up, staring into the crowd as if the world hadn't changed. In Japan, his story is remembered as a living lesson in love and loyalty that doesn't give up, not even after death. Do you think your dog Is that loyal? 23. Dogs can smell. Underwater, yes, you heard that right. When a dog dives, they close their nostrils and release a stream of bubbles. Those bubbles trap scent particles in the water. Then they sniff them in to analyze the scent. That's how they're able to locate drowned people, an ability that makes them irreplaceable in water rescue teams. Who needs scuba gear when you've got a nose like that?
24. Dogs dream too. When you see my paws twitching while I sleep, I'm not just napping, I'm off on an adventure. Researchers at MIT discovered that my brain works just like yours when it replays memories. I don't just dream. I relive moments with you. Sometimes I'm chasing squirrels, sometimes we're at the park playing fetch. So yes, those kicks in my sleep, that's me in action again.
25th. Stubby, hero of the Great War. Stubby didn't have a home when he wandered into a U.S. Army training camp. He learned to recognize the sound of gas attacks before the soldiers did, ran through explosions to find the wounded, and even caught a German spy. And he wasn't alone. Over 50,000 dogs served in World War I. Please see phone. Do you agree with dogs going to war? 26. Dogs lower blood pressure. Spending just 15 minutes a day with a dog can lower your blood pressure by 10%. That's more effective than a lot of medications. According to the Journal of Behavioral Medicine, even cardiologists are starting to prescribe dog time to patients with hypertension. So next time you feel your heart racing, maybe skip the pill and try some tail-wagging therapy instead. 27. Dogs boost teen self-esteem. A teenager who regularly cares for a dog shows 24% more self-esteem and engages in fewer risky behaviors. The responsibility, the routine, and the unconditional love give teens an emotional anchor at a time when they're riding a hormonal roller coaster and trying to figure out who they are. Every walk strengthens their confidence. Every moment of care boosts their independence. 28. Dogs help with ADHD. For children with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, a dog is more than a buddy. It's a natural regulator. According to the Journal of Attention Disorders, daily interaction with a dog, the consistency of routines, and the emotional bond they create help increase dopamine levels, which improves focus without any side effects.
29. Every bark means something. I bark differently depending on what I'm trying to say. Science has found that I've got at least 10 distinct bark types, each with a specific meaning based on pitch, duration, and intensity. If I bark short and sharp, watch out, I'm warning you of danger. A long, low bark, I'm lonely and missing you. If I'm barking in a rhythmic beat, I'm totally hyped up. So, have you figured out what I'm saying when I bark?
30. Dogs strengthen family bonds. Families that live with dogs do 30% more shared activities and communicate better across generations. The Journal of Family Psychology says that walks, playtime, and shared care responsibilities build moments of connection without phones, TVs, or distractions. So what are the things your family does together just because you've got a dog in the house? 31. Dogs detect fires. A dog's nose can detect smoke and toxic gases at incredibly low concentrations long before any electronic alarm goes off. In home fires, dogs often alert their humans while there's still time to evacuate safely. They're especially valuable for people with hearing problems or reduced mobility who might not notice a standard alarm. Has your dog ever warned you about a danger you didn't see coming? 32. Dogs can detect invisible gluten. For people with celiac disease, even a microscopic amount of gluten can cause serious harm. According to the European Journal of Nutrition, specially trained dogs can sniff out gluten contamination in levels that standard lab tests can't detect. Whether you're at a restaurant, traveling, or trying a new product, these dogs offer protection that no food label can match. 33. Dogs help rehabilitate prisoners. Programs that allow inmates to train service dogs reduce repeat offenses by 25%. That's what the Journal of Offender Rehabilitation found. Taking care of a living creature who relies on you fosters empathy, responsibility, and a sense of purpose, qualities often missing in prison life. These programs aren't just helping prisoners, they're changing prison systems around the world. 34th adoption changes 2 lives. More than 3 million dogs enter shelters each year in the U.S. alone. Of those, nearly 670,000 are euthanized. Adopting a dog not only saves a life, it gives you a companion who'll love you with all their being. That kind of second chance creates a bond that's almost unbreakable. If you adopted your dog, share their before and after story. You might just inspire someone to do the same.
35. Why dogs spin before sleeping. Yeah, I know. I look ridiculous spinning in circles before lying down. But no, I'm not losing my mind. It's pure instinct. My great-great-great-grandwolves used to do it to flatten the grass, scare off bugs, and make sure there weren't any surprises hiding in the spot. Now I've got a cushy bed and a blanket that smells like fabric softener. But the habit is still in my DNA. You spin before bed too? Don't worry, I'm not judging.
36. Dogs like music. Dogs don't just hear music, they feel it. Studies show they have clear preferences. Classical music and reggae tend to calm them, while heavy metal can actually make them anxious. It's all about the frequencies, rhythms, and vibrations that interact with their nervous system. So, does your dog like the same music as you, or are they more into Bob Marley? 37. Is your dog left or right pawed? Dogs have paw preferences, just like people have a dominant hand. Right-pawed dogs are usually more sociable with strangers, while left-pawed ones tend to be more cautious. Want to know which side your dog leans toward? Toss their favorite toy and see which paw they use first to grab it. That's their dominant side, and it says a lot about their personality. 38th. Puppy videos. Reduce stress. Yes, seriously. Watching puppy videos for just 6 minutes can improve your concentration by 44% and lower your stress levels. A study from Hiroshima University in Japan named this the cute response. It activates brain regions linked to pleasure and well-being. So next time you need to focus, don't feel guilty for watching puppies. Science is on your side. 39. Dogs barely taste salt. Humans have around 9,000 taste buds. Dogs? Only about 1,700. But their superpowered noses more than make up for it. They can taste sweet, sour, and bitter, but barely register salt. So if you're adding salt to your dog's food, thinking it helps, stop. They don't need it, and it might actually harm their health. 40. The alpha dog is the calm one. True dog leaders aren't aggressive. They're calm, stable, and communicate through subtle signals. Aggression usually comes from fear or insecurity, not confidence. Sadly, this misunderstanding has caused a lot of bad training practices. Real leadership in the dog world means being balanced, not being the loudest one in the room. 41st. Dogs age based on size. For every 2 extra kilos of body weight, a dog's life expectancy drops by about 1 month. Giant breeds live significantly shorter lives than smaller ones due to faster metabolism and greater cardiovascular wear. This inverse relationship between size and lifespan is almost unique to dogs. So, did you think about your dog's size when you chose your furry companion?
42. Dogs speak with their bodies. I've got at least 30 ways to talk to you without saying a word. If I raise a paw, I'm not posing for a photo. I'm unsure about something. If I lick my lips, I'm a little stressed. Yawning. That's not boredom. It might mean I'm socially uncomfortable. And if I suddenly scratch or shake off like I just came out of the ocean for no reason, yep, that's anxiety. But hey, if I'm sniffing around, wagging my tail low, or doing that classic play bow, it means I'm happy and totally in the mood for fun. Have you figured out how to read my body talk yet?
43. The Beatles left a message for dogs. Paul McCartney added a secret detail to A Day in the Life. A high-frequency whistle at 15 kilohertz, only audible to dogs. It was his little nod to canine fans. So next time you play the song, keep an eye on your dog. They might react to something your ears can't pick up. 44. 3 dogs survived the Titanic. All were traveling in first class. One was a tiny Pomeranian wrapped in a blanket by her owner, who passed her off as a baby. The other two were a second Pomeranian and a Pekingese. Unlike Jack, these pups got a seat on the lifeboat. Small size has its perks. 45. Dogs and cats aren't enemies. The idea that dogs and cats are sworn enemies? It's not backed by science. The real issue is that they speak different languages. Dogs wag, cats flick their tails. It's easy to misinterpret each other. But with proper early socialization, dogs and cats can become best buddies. Got a house where they live in harmony? Share your secret. Some people still think it's impossible. 46. Dogs see in color. Dogs don't live in a black and white world. They see mainly in shades of blue, yellow, and gray. While humans have 3 types of color receptors, dogs only have 2, but they compensate with excellent motion detection and a much wider field of vision. Their eyes weren't made for rainbows. They were made for tracking things that move. 47. Dogs hate fireworks. A dog's ears can detect sounds up to 65,000 hertz. What sounds loud to a human feels like an explosion to them. Fireworks, thunder, even vacuum cleaners aren't just scary. They're physically painful. So before lighting up the sky in celebration, remember, for dogs, it's not drama. It's real distress.
48. Dogs can spot a lie. Forget the polygraph. I know when you're lying with about 85% accuracy, according to animal cognition research. I read your tiny face twitches, sniff out those little scent changes, and catch those sneaky voice shifts that no human ever notices. Have I ever busted you mid-lie? Come on, spill the beans!
49. Dogs replace imaginary friends. When a child feels alone, they often create imaginary friends to fill the gap. But once a dog enters the picture, warm, breathing, responsive, we take that role. We become the playmate, the companion in adventures, the keeper of secrets. That bond doesn't just cure loneliness, it builds emotional security and helps kids grow up stronger. 50. Living with a dog adds years to your life. Living with a dog adds between 2 and 3 years to your life expectancy. According to scientific reports, nature, a dog's presence reduces chronic stress, improves sleep, and gives you daily purpose. So, how many extra years do you think your dog has given you just by sticking around?
So, which fun fact surprised you the most? Or do you have a special story with your dog that proves one of these things? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And hey, don't forget to share this video with other dog lovers like us.
Wowcurious.
Follow us for more fun facts for a better life. How long does it take your partner to forgive? Did you know that couples who manage money together are less likely to divorce? The math of happy couples reveals surprising patterns that can transform your relationship.